So this is one of the extra questions for Mr. O'Leary and Miss Power's class. Alright, so Mr. Balflads again, you didn't do this question, but sure, if you want to have a look anyway and see how you find it. So because I've been using Sharpie markers for the last question, they tend to go through the page, so I won't be doing it on the sheet, I'm doing it on this one here, okay? So it says, the students of a 2012 Leaving Certificate class decided to investigate their heights. They measured the height of each student in centimeters and the results were as follows. So they give you all the results there, okay? And it says construct the stem and leaf plot of the above data. Well, here's the stem and leaf there. So the stem shows me 140, 150, 160, 170, 180. So this student is, according to the key, 14 with a 9 beside it means that it's 149 centimeters. So that student is 149 centimeters tall. Okay, and that's the stem and leaf drawn out there. Okay, so likewise, this guy would be 178, this person 174, this person 180. Okay, so the second question says, describe the distribution of the data by making one statement about each of the three characteristics indicated below. So the first one is the shape of the distribution. Okay, well, as you can see, it goes from being low values up to high values. So on a graph, it kind of go up like this, so skewed to the right. Okay, so shape skewed right, strong, negative. Okay, strong, negative kind of shape there. Okay, the location of this is location of data or central tendency or average. It's going to be in and around here, I reckon. Even if I found the mean, the median, or the mode, right? So the mode happens to be 167, so I could say mode is equal to 167, which is relatively where the median and the mean is going to go. Alright, you could go ahead and work out the median, so you cancel one, then and work your way to the middle, or you could add all the values and divide by how many there are and get your mean. Okay, so the mode is equal to 167, so, but they're just looking for a comment more so than anything, so I would say location between 160 and 174. Okay, if you give any kind of approximate, that's all they're looking for there. It says just make a statement about each of the three, so it's going to be somewhere in these two values here. Alright, so then it says the spread of the data. Well, the spread of the data, how dispersed is my data? Well, it's very, very centralized between 160, 170, and even a little bit 180. But you've got these two little outliers here, 149 and 157, which, by the way, is probably one of the reasons you wouldn't use the mean to find the average. You're better off using the median because of the extreme values. So the spread of the data is would be not very spread. So not very spread. Now that's not very technical, so I'm going to elaborate that. Not very spread. There are two outliers, but most of the data is found between 160 and 180. Okay, and that's the answer to part 2. And part 3 says, state one additional piece of information that you would need in order to decide whether these students are unusually tall. Okay, well, first of all, it's only one Leaving Certificate class. They haven't, so whole year group should have been measured, as well as measuring other schools. Let's just say other Leaving Certificate classes in other schools. Okay, and that was the second extra question, a statistics question.